I grew up Catholic, and I went to Catholic grade school, Catholic high school, so I went every Sunday, but it was just another thing that my parents we just kind of checked off of our list.
I would say that I grew up going to church, but it wasn't very consistent. We definitely went on holidays, but we were going, and I never even considered like why we were going or what the significance of church was, and I think maybe that's probably why I was able to like distance myself from it so easily, just because I just like really never connected.
I actually grew up not going to church at all. I was really into sports. My older brother was into sports, so we had tournaments every weekend, we had games every weekend, so my family really prioritized that, and even if we didn't have anything, that was never the first thing on the list, is church. It was like maybe the 10th thing, and we never got to the 10th thing.
I came to Missouri State freshman year. I was so excited to make new friends, to join a sorority. I had this hyped up idea of what college would look like for me. And so I got here, and this woman just came up to me in the dining hall one day. Her name was Amanda, and she sat down with me and my friends, and we were like, this girl's like so cute. Like, this is really cool. She's sitting with us. So we thought she was a student, and just turns out that she worked for campus ministry.
I was in the dining hall, and I met a girl named Amanda who's on staff with STUMO, and we just started hanging out a lot, and I noticed something really different about her.
I met Amanda. Even the first time we hung out, like, she asked questions about my family, about like things that no one all semester is asking me about, and like I was just using college to like party and everything and not like develop relationships, and here someone was like interested in me and cared about me already. It was the first time I met her, and so then she like invited me to a Bible study, and I heard the word Bible and like wanted to run, but my friends I told that knew Amanda already, they were going, so I went to the Bible study.
Amanda, basically like she showed me the gospel so many times, and I never actually kind of knew what she was showing me. Like I would say like, yeah, I know who Jesus is, or I know that he died on the cross for my sins, but I just never connected the dots to like why that was important in my life. She had asked me to go to Kaleo and asked me like sacrifice my summer and go. I have tried everything else, and it's the only thing I haven't tried. So I went, and that summer I decided to give my life fully to Christ, because I had seen like all these things that just failed, and this was the one thing that was consistent and that like literally would never fail me.
Amanda, she talked to me about Kaleo, and so I went and I saw these college kids who were exactly like me, in a sorority, in a fraternity, just doing the same things I was, but they were living their life for the Lord, and it was the most incredible thing ever. They called themselves Christians, and so did I, but I was like, it just looks way different for them. They actually have a relationship with God. I decided that I wanted to follow God for the rest of my life and to just really live my life for Him and make Him the Lord of my life.
Amanda asked me to go to our winter conference, and every day I was just getting more and like, this is incredible. I really like this. I really like this about today. Like I wanted to talk about my day at the end of the day. It was the night before we were about to leave the next morning. I'm laying in bed and I'm just like, man, everything I'm learning, and like everyone has Jesus. Like that is why they are loving their life. And so I laid there and I said, God, I need you in my life, and I need you to be the Lord of my life, because I can't do this anymore on my own.
We started going to High Street my sophomore year, and it was really funny because every weekend we would get up Sunday morning, and it's like the late service, so everyone can go. We're in college, like 11 o'clock's pretty okay.
I came to High Street, and like the first time I'm like, this is the coolest rock show I've ever been to with like a speaker. Pastor Eddie, he really relates to college students. Every one of his talks is just like, I understand what he's saying and I can relate it to my life. And I always get something out of Sunday morning. I do think that it has become my home church because I didn't grow up going to church. And now this is the only thing I know. Beginning of last year, we had about probably 25 people who were going consistently. And then because those people were excited about bringing others with them, we have more than like triple, like over like probably 50 to 75 people come, just depending on the Sunday. And you can just tell that like people are just excited about getting to know more people who are trying to follow God. And even if they're not even following Christ, like they're just excited to learn and excited to, I don't know, feel like loved and valued by the people who are at High Street. We take up that whole middle section and we love it, and everybody just still wants to come back every week.